What's good, everybody? Mr. Skinny back with another video, man. But before I get into it, man, if you could just do me a huge favor, hype this here video. Hyping videos help small content creators such as myself to rank up in the algorithm, and it's greatly appreciated by myself. Hey, man, it got to be crazy to get fired on your day off. If you don't know what I'm talking about, man, all the people that was left for Gil's Arena got fired by Underdogs. And Underdog, according to some, well, ain't some one outlet, but we really can't trust that outlet because that outlet is none other than Gilbert Arenas's child predatory cameraman that Underdog hired, who said that it was a guy who came in the Underdog and then just started changing stuff around. I don't want to hear all that, bro. I'm going to tell you the real on really what happened, man. But what is funny, though, before I even get into that, is the fact that Rashad McCants, bro. Rashad McCants, the ultimate ass kisser, bro. The ultimate snitch, bro. The ultimate opportunist, the ultimate I'll do anything, man, to protect myself, and I don't give a fuck about other people, man. I will step on whoever I need to step on to get to the top. The ultimate dig sucker, man. Man, he was sucking so much Underdog pipe, man. I thought he was going to turn into the cartoon. Hey, they got rid of Gilbert Arenas, and hey, for the record, they didn't get rid of Gilbert Arenas. Like, listen, when Gilbert Arenas went to jail, when he got arrested for that gambling, for gambling with the Israeli mob, when he got arrested for them, hey, Gil had already checked out, man. If you didn't notice, man, Gilbert Arenas was wearing the beard and shit, the same look when he got into that trouble, man, with old boy for bringing the guns to the arena. He grew out a beard, like nobody didn't recognize him and stuff, man. Like he was done. He was done with Underdog, bro. But see, this here is the problem, man, when you got a group of people on one show. Y'all don't be on the same accord, bro. Y'all don't have the same goals, right? Y'all don't have the same goals. Gilbert Arenas' goal was to have the hottest show and to prove to another nobody, Kwame Brown, who was a nobody, that he could do it. That was his motive. Brandon Jennings, he just wanted a platform to show off those clothes that nobody don't want. That undercrown or whatever it is, bruh. He wanted to be a fashion designer, and he thought going on the show every day and showing off them garbage clothes was gonna help him. Rashad McCants didn't have nothing going on, bruh. Since the Kardashians kicked him to the curb, he just been going around in California, man, just sleeping on friends' couches, freeloading off of women, whatever he could do, man, to just keep a roof over his head. He met Gilbert Arenas, man, at the gym. Underdog gave Gilbert Arenas the opportunity for a show, told him to bring his people. Gilbert hollered at him and said, come on, let's talk hoops. Gilbert Arenas didn't even know the fact that by him being in the business with this clown, Rashad McCants, nobody from the University of North Carolina, nobody from the University of the North Carolina Tar Heels was going to mess with this man and give him an interview. Even his friend, Brendan Haywood. Nobody would touch this guy. He's a snitch. He snitched on Raymond Felton, my homeboy, Sean May, that whole team, tried to get that whole school's national title taken down, bro. All because he was broke and he wanted some damn money. This is the type of person that we dealing with. And this is what I mean, man, by you can't have these here type of people in your circle and expect to get somewhere, because the first sign that Rashad McCants seen that he could X Gil out and it could be possibly his show, he went for it, bro. He went for it, bro. He even started calling himself Skip Bayless Jr., bro. That's the level of D-sucking that this man was doing, bro. He went from being, bro, and anybody who walks around with props, they're a weirdo, bro. They're weirdo. This man used to walk around with a cramp. He used to walk around with a bat, a spiked bat with fake blood on it. The man was just a whole clown on the show, bro. And then yeah, that was the basics. That was the first three. I call that the first act, the Underdog. Then they started bringing in people, bro. But it's kind of interesting, right? Because now it's a rumor out there, right? Because Kenyon Martin stepped to Gilbert Arenas' crack smoking cameraman, the dude that impregnated a 14-year-old, because they was talking behind Kenyon Martin's back, and stepped to him and said that he don't play that, right? But now it's rumor out there that the crackhead cameraman, he was secretly recording Kenyon Martin and others talking behind Gilbert Arenas' backs. You see how I tell you, man, that these here people ain't shit, man? These here, quote unquote, wannabe celebrities, man, they ain't nothing but a bunch of messy, backstabbing, gossiping bitches, bruh. That is it. But anyway, though, hey, Gilbert Arenas, you can say what you want to say about Gilbert Arenas. He did not deserve this here disloyalty because he did put these here people in position. You can say whatever you want to say about the people. You cannot like the people or whatever you want to say. He put them in position. Nobody didn't even know who the fuck Rashad McCants was, bro. Outside of North Carolina, the North Carolina Tar Heels, bro, nobody in the NBA knew who the fuck Rashad McCants was, bro. That's how much of a bum Rashad McCants was. And to see that Gilbert Arenas revived this man's career, bro, it's crazy. Gilbert Arenas even stood by this man's side, bro, during the Miko Grimes incident. If you don't know, when Miko Grimes exposed that Rashad McCants was wearing fake Jordans, wearing fake Burberry and all of that, and then all of a sudden you started seeing Miko Grimes not on the show no more. That's because that clown Rashad McCants went crying and they kicked her off the show. Gil still stood behind this clown, but when it became time for Rashad McCants to stand behind Gilbert Arenas, he started wearing Underdog shit. He started wearing Underdog shit. Another person, man, who flipped on him was Brandon Jennings too, man. Brandon Jennings, if you don't know, he's taken up for Karl Malone. Karl Malone is another person who also impregnated young underage women, but yet he is still in the Hall of Fame, and Brandon Jennings is dating his goddaughter. It's wild, bro. It's wild, bro. But, I mean, Gilbert Arenas does some crazy stuff, and he does some real immature stuff. But, hey, I can honestly say, I hope he's somewhere sitting back, sipping on a drink, smoking him one, and laughing at this here whole situation, because out of everybody on that show, he is probably the only one that can financially hold his own. But that brings us to Underdog and firing everybody. If you don't know, man, about these here companies, they'll come in and they will see a channel or whatever. Let's just stick to Underdog. Underdog is a gambling channel. Underdog Fantasy is a gambling app for sports gambling, right? Underdog Fantasy don't give a fuck about YouTube. YouTube was just the means where they could advertise their app. They could advertise Underdog with their app. And what did they use? They use athletes and entertainers, bro, that they felt could get the word out, like Cam and Mace, like Gilbert Arenas. Now, here's the kicker, right? None of these shows would have been hot without each other. What do you mean by that, Skinny? Gil's Arena wouldn't be hot without Gilbert Arenas, but it also wouldn't have been hot without Underdog putting millions and millions of advertising dollars behind it, as well as Cameron and Mace's show. They wouldn't have been successful without the millions and millions of dollars of backing. That's why you see these people that be on ESPN and then they try to go to YouTube and they are not successful, bro. They are not successful because they don't have the machine behind them. They don't have the cameraman with the camera angles. They don't have the people writing the scripts. They can't build a following from scratch, bro. You can talk all that noise you want to. You can talk about how, oh, Skinny, man, you just hating and this and that. Skinny knows content. Skinny knows how to get paid off of making content. Skinny knows how to make his own content, bro. And see what these here companies like Underdog will do? They will come in basically and they will rent you. They will rent your channel. They will rent your likeness. They will do all of that, bro. And they'll give you this here big figure up front. Or they might pay you as they go. But guess what? You lose all creativity of your product, bro. You don't get to pick the guests that come on anymore. You don't get to say the stuff that you want to say no more. Everything has to get ran by them, bro. They are the ones that's out here all on the internet paying the money to get your show pushed up. Like, hey, when it comes to this here, bro, it is no lie, bro. Somebody can take a 96-year-old grandmother, bro, a 96-year-old grandmother that y'all ain't never heard or seen from before and make them the hottest streamer ever. That's just how it goes, man. That's just how it goes. So what Underdog did was they seen that it was more money going out than coming in. More money going out than coming in. If you don't know, man, about fantasy sports betting, the biggest time of the year is basically football season. When football season ain't going on, it's basically dead, bro. It's basically dead, bro. Nobody is betting on basketball because, as you see, everybody know basketball is basically being rigged. Nobody's betting on basketball, bro. Nobody is betting on baseball, bro. Everybody is waiting on football and the Lions to come back. So why do we need a basketball show? Um, See, what they didn't bargain for is that Gilbert Arenas had incentives to be successful as well. His incentive was to outdo Kwame Brown. So what did he do? He basically partnered with Underdog to make sure that the show was a success. That's why when Gilbert Arenas started seeing these people moving funny, he fell back and the show basically crumbled, bro. You had Skip Bayless. When Skip Bayless got fired, he tried to do his own thing on YouTube. He had a show like Stephen A. Smith had a show, but it was trash. Nobody was watching him, bro. Like, the man really, really does look like Count Dracula, bro. Pale, white, wrinkled, shriveled up. Nobody's watching him, man, for no motherfucking sports. Nobody, bro. Nobody, bro. And however you feel about Gilbert Arenas, like him or love him, bro, his business mind, and then him having billionaires with him, he wasn't going to fail. But, hey, man, when you run afoul of the law, things change, bro. Things change. And I can't speak for Underdog. I don't know why they no longer want shows. Maybe they want to just concentrate on the betting app and then just run shows seasonally or whatever. But the real funny part of all this is all the people that was on there sucking them off. Now, is Gilbert Arenas going to have him another show? I'm pretty sure he is going to have him another show. Who he's going to have on it, we got to wait to see who he's going to have on it and who is going to be sponsoring him. But when you see those little things like right up there on people's videos and content, that means that they are being sponsored, bro. And once you see that going, that means they're not being sponsored no more. So Gil's Arenas might be picked up by somebody. I heard through the grapevine that Amazon is talking about picking them up. We don't know. We're going to see. It's all going to be a transition. But, hey, it's just a shame, though, man, that you got a channel over there that was popping like that. But now the whole algorithm is messed up. So now we got to sit back and see who actually owns that channel and what they're going to do next. And then we're going to sit back and watch Gilbert Arenas and see what he does. But get in the comments and let me know, man. Do you think that that model is working for people? Or do you think that it's best to just basically say independent, control your channel, and just lease out sponsorships? because this here is crazy, bro. And Rashad McCants, that was your last hoorah, bro. You can't start nothing on your own, bro. Can't none of y'all start. Nobody on there is capable of making content on their own and making a living off of it except Gilbert Arenas. That's crazy, bro. So get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. And also remember to hype this here video, man. Them boys looking sick over there, man. Rashad McCants, you stupid. Brandon Jennings, you even stupider with them ugly clothes. And Kenya Martin, I don't know how this gonna go down, bro. I don't think you need no money, bro. But hey, I told you, man, you should have just went ahead, man, and knocked out that dude, man, for impregnating a 14-year-old girl and talking behind your back, man, and talking about how you stuttered and stuff. You should have just went ahead and did him in, bro. Because now he say he's been secretly recording you, bro. That's crazy work, bro. Get in the comments and let me know how you feel. I'm out.